Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another free-to-play Ultimate Iron Man progress video. My last video did feature some content and a little bit of discussion about this account, but it was more focused on IRL and just rambling stuff, so this video is going to be a more strictly focused on the progress of this account, and I've gained like a couple of levels in the past little while, so I figured it was time to finally make a new one of these videos. It's been widely requested for quite a while. This series has gotten way more views than any of my other series, like even the completionist series or the progress series on my main account, so it seems like this is what people are enjoying the most, and this is what I'm enjoying the most right now too. I haven't been playing my main at all, but I have been playing this account at least a little bit. So first things first, I got 90 smithing last night, which is, I guess, kind of a nice milestone. 89 is the big deal where you can boost, oh hello sandwich lady, where you can boost to make the scimitar, but I gained some XP from extra nats through superheating and stuff since I've done a bit more melee training, and I was kind of close to the level, so I just wanted to finish that, and I got 96 mining in the process. I was at 95 for a while. It'd be really nice to get that up to 99, but it will take still a very long time because mining doesn't really get faster than maybe 10 or 15k XP per hour when you're training it with other skills, which is the best way to do it, but eventually that might get up to 99. I don't think I'm going to keep smithing for now because I'm kind of a noob now and just want to skill hop, and this next level would take like 80 hours or something like that. I don't know exactly, but it'd take a while. So other things that I've done since the last progress video on this account, I think on the last progress video I was killing moss giants and I was like 80 something strength, so I continued killing moss giants until 94 strength, because that was about the best thing to do for melee at the time, and then I kind of burnt out of this account and didn't play for a while. I was sitting at 70 defense and 70 attack, and when I came back again to play this account again, there was this new monster called the Ogress, and these Ogresses are a lot better than moss giants or anything else at all in the entire friggin' free-to-play game, so I figured I'd try out some Ogresses and see how they are. I got my strength up one level to 95. Ooh, I got a friend here. Hello. And I did 5 attack levels also, because with moss giants, because their hit points are not because their defense is so low, it's better to just train your strength all the way up and leave attack at 70, because strength makes a bigger difference for them. But for Ogresses, they have a bit higher defense, and I did the calculations and determined that it would be more efficient for me to get like 90 strength or 90 attack before I finish 99 strength. So that's why I started training attack at that point, and I guess that's what I'll do more of if I go back to the Ogresses. I'll probably touch on Ogresses a bit more later. I don't want to bore you guys too much yet, but Ogresses are a big change to free-to-play Iron Man. And other than that, I did a little bit of runecrafting. I think I was at 61 before, so I was close to 62. I got 62, and then I got 63. And I might do some more sometime. It's kind of fun, but it's a little bit dull and very, very slow, so I'm not super excited about that. I did a little bit of crafting also with silver using the Chronicle. One of the other major updates to free-to-play Iron Man since the last time I played much is that you can now buy 100 pages per day for the Chronicle instead of the previous 10 pages per day, which is also a fairly significant difference. It makes the Chronicle much more viable to use, because 100 per day is a lot more than 10 per day. And it stores up to 1,000 charges at a time. So I've been using this. I have 450, but I've been buying 100 a day, and that's been plenty for my somewhat casual gameplay. And so I use that for smithing runs now, because you can teleport closer to the Varrock Southwest mine, and it makes them a bit faster. And it also opens up the crafting method with mining silver there, and that's a bit faster than walking to Crafting Guild. But the Varrock Southwest mine is very crowded, especially the silver, since you need like 5 worlds to be able to do silver properly, so I didn't really get a lot of crafting done because it's so crowded most of the time. I also, I think, gained a few magic levels, mostly just from teleports, but also from the Ogresses drop a lot of death runes, so I use those up with fire blasts, and got up to 80 magic, which looks pretty nice. As for what I'm going to do now, I think I'm going to go up to the wilderness and get myself a runite ore, make a rune axe, and either train fishing or woodcutting with, the cooking and fire making alongside. Obviously the axe is needed for woodcutting, and for fishing I like to do the like the 3-tick cutting or 3-tick cooking and eating method, which means you need to have a fire, which means you need to have an axe to cut a tree to make a fire. So having an axe for that is good too. So I think that's what I'm going to do now. I hopefully won't die, but I am going to suicide with this stuff so I don't lose my runes. And if I do die up there, I'll just lose my pickaxe. So the first step is to buy myself a steel axe from my good friend Bob over here, so I can make the canoe to go up into the wilderness. And then my place to kill myself of preference is the Champions Guild, because there's the evil chicken that now resides there, and he can knock you down pretty quick if you're not wearing any armor. I have these mime pieces on me because I don't have the last 2 mime emotes unlocked still on this account, because you need to have the full mime outfit to unlock these last 2 emotes, and having the full mime outfit is kind of a pain in the ass when I usually have these reindeer antlers for making snow for 3-ticking. But if I'm doing fishing or woodcutting for a bit of time, then it wouldn't be a problem to accumulate the mime outfit, so it will be nice to get those emotes unlocked. That's the same reason I don't have any of the emotes from the drill sergeant unlocked, is because you need to have the full camo outfit, and the camo actually weighs kind of a fair amount, so it's not very good if you're doing anything that involves running around. But if I'm doing woodcutting and fishing, I could probably get those also, because inventory space isn't really a huge deal. Okay, so there's the good friend, the evil chicken here, and I just let him kill me. You can destroy the chronicle and it keeps its charges when you buy it back, which is nice. Get rid of this. I don't actually remember if I'm going to have to take the Castle Wars cloak with me into the Wildy, but I hope not, because it kind of sucked to lose that. It took longer than it should have to get 10 Castle Wars tickets. So I'm going to take off all this stuff, let him do his thing. Alright, evil chicken did his work. Looks like I will have to go into the wilderness with the Castle Wars cloak and the mime pieces. Those are always kept on death, so hopefully I don't die. So I'm gonna conserve as much run energy as I can, just because it would be beneficial to have some run energy in the wilderness. I could probably try to bring some food, but I don't know if I'd be able to tank like even one person if they were pretty high level on a full inventory of food all the way down to the ditch, because I can't really bring a teleport unless I pick up all my laws, and I don't want to risk all my laws. I don't think there's any other teleports I could use while in combat. So if I die, then I die. I used to always take my main account ahead of me and like scout with my main first, but I don't think I want to do that this time. Feels a little bit cheap. So I need the pickaxe and I need the steel axe, and I don't think I need anything else. Alright, here we go. Hopefully there's nobody camping at the wilderness pond. So basically the general idea is be ready to log out if I see white dots, and try not to let these guys hit me too hard. So I would just keep my eyes peeled on the mini-map to the north, and if I see a white dot, smash that log out button. Okay, so the rocks are mined in this world. I am going to not hop right at the rocks because that's where people stand. I'm just gonna hop at a distance from the rocks, check them, and then log out. So, let's see if I can find some open rocks. Nope. Okay. These rocks are up. I'm going to turn my run on and just be staring at the minimap this whole time, ready to click the log out button if I see a dot. Okay, we got it. No problems. Now I just need to get out of the wilderness safely. So I need to run down to level 20 wilderness and then use my Lumbridge home teleport. Which, now come to think about it, I don't know if it's I used the Lumbridge home teleport to get to Lumbridge to buy the axe. I don't think it's been half an hour, so I think I might actually have to run all the way down to the ditch. I'm actually gonna walk unless I see dots, just to conserve the energy. So yeah, it's only been 12 minutes since I last did the home teleport. Note to self in the future, probably be wiser to just walk to Lumbridge or teleport there without the home teleport before I do runs to the rune rocks. But it looks like I'll be fine this time unless somebody finds me in the next 16 Wildy levels. Though actually, I think I can Clan Wars teleport, can't I? Oh, you can't use minigun teleports in the wilderness. Well, today I learned. Alright, we're just gonna jog it out for the rest because this is enough run energy to last me down to level 1. Right, looks like we surfaced north of the Black Knight's Fortress, I think this is. Yeah, there it is. Here's the ditch. Here's the monastery. Well, there's another successful rune run. I haven't been PK'd yet at the rune rocks. Last time I went, I was kind of close. I managed to hop before a guy could actually attack me, but he was swinging at me. But yeah, it gets a little more scary when it takes like a minute or several minutes to mine the rune rock, which happens sometimes. Or when I need to mine more than one. But right now I just need one, just gonna make an axe. So next I need to mine 8 lumps of coal. Also I need to get my items back in Lumbridge at some point, but since I'm close to the Dwarven Mines here, I think I'll go to the Dwarven Mines and get that coal and smelt the bar in Falador, and then I'll go back and grab my items since they'll be on the ground for an hour. I think this is a little deposit of coal over here. Might as well snag these. Making my way in the direction of the mining guild since I know there's lots of coal in there. Oh, got a sapphire. It's definitely refreshing and invigorating to see that there's still dudes just slaughtering these scorpions, stabbing with their addy swords in full mithril. It's beautiful. The dude's wearing full armor while they're mining. I guess he is at risk of getting attacked by that scorpion, so it makes sense. Alright. 5 more coal in here, and be all set. I always forget that the mining guild's been updated, and there's these shops here now. There's one that sells ores, but I think it's at 0, so you can't actually buy any, but you can sell your ores to him or something. And then this dude sells pickaxes. It's just not the same though. Yarsel? Who's that? The man I know is Nermov. Alright. There's my beautiful runite bar. Now I need to make my way back to Lumbridge. I can't use that. I need to make my way back to Varrock mainly. I should have kept my... Man, I should have kept my Chronicle with me. That would have made it a lot easier. Oh well. I guess I'll go to Clan Wars and then recharge my run energy and walk from there all the way over to the Champions Guild. I think that's my best bet. Actually, while I'm here, I need to get some GP out of the coffer as well. If I'm going to want to do any kind of fishing, I need to buy some feathers, which means I need a little bit of GP. I guess I'll also buy my daily Chronicle charges, so I'll pull out like maybe 40k. Got 4 mil in there now, so it's enough to last me a while. Guess I'll snag myself a chisel here and cut this sapphire and get rid of it. I think it makes the most sense for me to go back and get my Chronicle and fill up the book again. Then once I get it, I can just teleport directly to the Champions Guild and pick up the rest of my items, head to Varrock to use the anvils. Alright, so as you can see, when I buy back this Chronicle, it still has all the charges, which is convenient, and I can buy a whole ton of these things every day. I need to keep this off to charge it though. What I usually do is I buy 50 in one world and they go up a fair bit in price, so then I hop worlds and buy the other 50 in a different world. Alright, so we got 100 more charges in there, and I'm actually going to grab the snow globe here. You can spawn snow with either the reindeer hat or the snow globe, but the snow globe allows you to spawn snow and then move while you're waiting, whereas when you spawn snow with a reindeer hat, it makes your character stay still until the snow spawns. So being able to move while you're waiting makes it slightly better for wood cutting, and I guess probably for fishing too, I don't really know, but the inventory space isn't a problem for those, whereas when I'm doing mining, I keep the reindeer hat on me to save the inventory space and I don't need to move while I'm mining. So now I can go back to the Champions Guild and retrieve my items here. Alright, everything went smoothly. I'm lazy, so I'm going to teleport directly to Varrock. Gonna grab a hammer, and I'm going to make myself a lovely rune hatchet on the anvils of the Master Smither here, Horvik. Where is it? Rune X. Beautiful. The other day, I use these anvils for my actual smithing now because it's closer to the Varrock teleport when I'm just going to teleport back with the Chronicle. I took some time to appreciate the cool environment in this smithy. Got this like rotational drill over here. I don't even know what's powering this thing. Is it steam powered or what? I don't think they have electricity in Varrock. The hearth is pretty cool looking. He's got a metal lathe. I didn't even know that such a thing could exist, but he's got like red hot metal spinning on the lathe. That's pretty sweet, man. This place is cool. So I said I was going to talk more about Ogresses, and now that I'm getting crashed by bots at Willow Trees, so Ogresses came out with the Corsair Cove quest in December of 2017, and they are available to free-to-play, of course. And there's Ogre Shaman and Ogres Warriors. The Shamans use magic, the Warriors use melee. They're pretty high-level monsters, and they can hit you pretty hard, especially the Shamans, because the magic is very accurate. So you pretty much have to use prayer there, at least if you're killing Shamans. If you're killing the Warriors, if you wear a lot of armor and have high defense, you can do alright, but you'll need to use a fair amount of food. And compared to anything else in free-to-play, their drop table is just crazy, given how fast you can kill them anyways. They drop a lot of different rune items that can be alked. They drop a huge amount of all different types of runes, including nature runes and law runes and death runes. And they drop a whole lot of uncut gems as well. With the amount of alchable rune items that you get as drops, it's more than enough GP to pay for anything you could ever even use it for in free-to-play Iron Man. I think it works out to be something like 3 to 5 times as much GP as you could ever possibly use, basically. Because the most you can really spend is a certain amount on death runes, a certain amount on adamant arrows, and a certain amount on feathers, and you just get more than you ever really need. So it basically makes GP have zero value for free-to-play Iron Man. It's actually more efficient not to even bother alching a lot of the rune items that you get, because it would be better to save those nature runes for superheating, because there's just nothing else to do with all that GP. So that's one thing, and it makes it so that ranged and magic are significantly faster to train, because you can train ranged with addy arrows, and you can train magic with a fair amount of superheats, more than in the past, and also anything left you can do with fire blast instead of fire strike, which is about 2.5 times the XP per hour of fire strike. And I think addy arrows compared to bronze or iron arrows like you used to use is around double the XP rate or close to it. And additionally, with the amount of law runes that you get, you basically have unlimited law runes as well. You can always be doing double teleport iron runs for smithing, and you can always be doing silver runs. You never have to do gold to conserve laws, and you'll have a lot of laws left over even after that you can just use for runecrafting, because you can use teleports to Varrock to make earth runecrafting a little bit faster. And the amount of nature runes that you get is significantly higher than it used to be from doing moss giants, which means you can do a lot more superheating, which is much faster smithing XP, and so it just cuts off a lot of time for 99 smithing in that regard as well. So yeah, Ogresses are really overpowered for free-to-play Iron Man. Their drop tables could be like significantly worse. You could probably reduce the drops by like down to maybe 1/3 of what they are now, maybe even less, and they would still be better than anything else in free-to-play Iron Man. So I really don't know who designed the drop tables on those, but they goofed. It's basically like free-to-play Iron Man Zulrah. So it's kind of disappointing. It definitely devalues, and I wish they would stop doing free-to-play updates, honestly, because the whole point of free-to-play is that it's not supposed to be updated. It's supposed to be a trial version of the game that doesn't get new content, and that's part of what's nice about it, is that you know that if you work hard for something, it's not going to become much easier in the future, and now that's happening, which is kind of frustrating. But Free-to-play does still move at a slower pace than pay-to-play at least, so it has more life to it, I guess. And they're planning another free-to-play update soon, which is a Moss Giant boss, similar to how there's the Hill Giant boss, Obor. The Moss Giant boss is called like Bryophyte or something, I don't know. It means, the word means like moss, but and you'd get keys to kill it from Moss Giants the same way you get keys to kill Obor from Hill Giants. As a concept, sounds cool, but I don't really know if I trust them to make balanced drop tables. I do think that Obor's drop table is fairly well balanced, so hopefully Moss Giant boss will follow suit and not be super crazy like Ogresses are. They said that its drop table is going to be an upgraded version of regular Moss Giants, which isn't very specific, but my guess is it will drop rune items of the same type as Moss Giants drop, like they drop black square shields and myth swords and stuff like that, so I wouldn't be surprised if it drops rune square shields and rune swords and that kind of thing. Right now rune square shield is smithing only, so if it does drop rune square, that'll be one fewer smithing only item, but I guess it's not a huge deal. So I imagine that will be coming out in the next few months, and we'll see what it's actually like once it does come out. And yeah, I'm just going to try out a bit of 3-ticking with this thing here once I'm done commentating, and then I bought some feathers while I was around here too, so I might hop over to some fishing as well, pretty close to a cooking level. So I'm just kind of goofing around, having fun on free-to-play, enjoying the immersion a little bit more and not being quite so intense about the game, and it's been kind of nice. So we'll see how it is. I do have a couple months off before I just finished my school semester, and I'm going to be starting a co-op job in July, though I will be gone for some of that time, but I'll probably be playing like a little bit more during this time just because I have lots of free time, but I probably won't be playing that much. I'm considering maybe going for a 99 or something like that, but I don't want to get too addicted again. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you all for watching, and I will probably be streaming a little bit more frequently as well, maybe once or twice more in the coming weeks, so stay tuned for that. Thank you all for watching today, and I will see you all later.